An inmate at Leavenworth Detention Center. Your account balance is $9.15. To hear the charges for this call, press or say 2. To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
I don't consent to recording my call except my friend Rudy. Is there anything I need to know?
Mike, you caught me out at the mailbox, and it's like I got my list back in the house. I'm going back to the house. I'll be in the house in about 30 seconds. Let me get to my wife too, because I want to make sure. The only thing is, I did tell you, Felicia said the dogs are going to be okay. I know you said you don't know what that means, but she sounded very confident that all the dogs would be taken care of. Is there anything Mike needs to know from your perspective? No, my wife's okay.
Well,
yep.
I was just curious. Who called animal control?
Felicia said that she did. She said she was the one who called them because she said they were just hard to handle, and I don't know the details of why she did that, but she said that that was her, and it was nothing to be worried about, and that she was going to make sure they all had a home. So, and she was going to give a report. Yep.
Tipton County Animal Control has a history of killing animals. Tipton County is the reason I'm in a jail and a prison, and Tipton County doesn't like us. So if she calls the animal control, who's controlled by the county executive, the guy I sued is the overseer of the animal control, and they might tell her anything. They might tell her anything she wants to hear. But the last people in the world I would have wanted to have to do anything with my animals is animal control, and if she didn't have the ability to take care of what she said she could do, she should have told Pat.
Yeah, I think there was another lady in Colorado that didn't follow through, and so Felicia is playing cleanup. It isn't like Felicia didn't keep her word. It's like someone in Colorado didn't keep her word, and now Felicia's having to come in and save the day. So I don't think Felicia is a bad person here, but Okay.
So the people in Colorado were not able to get there and get the animals.
Well, I don't know all the details, Mike. I mean, I really don't. If I knew all the details, I promise I'd tell you. But I know you and your wife have. I know she did the very best she could, and there was somebody in Colorado she told me about, and I don't know the details of the arrangement. I just know that Felicia was supposed to take care of everything, and she told me that she is, and that's really all I know. I wish I really want you and your wife to be able to communicate directly, and I've got two other couples, Ed and Elaine Brown and Lonnie and Karen Vernon, that do communicate directly, even though they're both in prison. But like you said, you're in CCA, and I don't know if they give you access to CoreLink. So,
give you access to what?
It's called CoreLink. Sometimes they refer to it as TrueLinks. It's a prison email system where you can communicate directly with your wife.
I don't have access to that because I'm in the hole. I've been locked up in the hole in solitary confinement since September 22nd.
Yeah.
From the time I was taken into federal custody, I've been in solitary confinement in 7-Eleven concrete vaults by myself with no access to anything, and that's because I won't do the TB test, and the U.S. Marshals Service claims I'm a flight risk. I mean,
yeah,
that's ridiculous. You're inside of a prison. Nobody in here is a flight risk.
Yeah, I understand.
You're not getting out of here unless you walk out the door that you walked in. So,
yeah,
that somebody's, I'm sure that U.S. Attorney D. Michael Donovan has pulled strings to get his buddies and minions on the U.S. Marshal Service to screw with me any way that they can to deny me access to what. 2 weeks before the trial, I've been sitting there for 3 months in one jail, for a pending trial, and then they moved me 2 weeks before the trial 100 miles away or 200 miles away or whatever it is from the jail and from that court. Why?
Yeah. Well,
the only thing I can think of is to get me away from access to whatever phone I had, whatever ability to listen to these recordings and everything else. But
right, I think it's called diesel therapy. They diesel you around, and plus they put on the chains very tight. I'm sure it can hurt the wrist and the ankles if they do it the wrong way. And also they keep you away. They keep you away from your mail and your supporters. Yeah.
Right. They keep you from, they go through all of your legal documents and get them all mixed up. So I've got, literally a ream of paper. I mean, not a ream, a ream box full of paper. I've probably got about 2,000 sheets of paper, and it's all been mixed up.
Yeah.
So now I have to go through it all. But regardless of that, Pat told me that the people from Colorado were there on Monday before she left, and that they had gotten all the cats, because it's more than just the wolf hybrids that they were getting. They were getting our cats too.
Yeah, that's something.
So,
I just don't know. I mean, I know that she might have told you that, and I don't know all the details. And I don't know. All I know is my conversation with Felicia, but I do have some other things to share with you.
Go ahead.
Okay, I tried to call Fanny and Stanley Stump. I did talk to them just briefly, and then I think you called, and I said, "That's Mike. I need to accept the call." And then I've tried to call them back like 4 times, and they don't answer, and I can't seem to. Their voicemail is always full. So you left them a personal message, and I was going to play it for her. I must have called them 4 times, and every time I go to their voicemail and it's full. So I can't even I can't even leave a voicemail. So I'll keep trying, Mike, but I'm having a really hard time getting a hold of the Stumps. Also, you mentioned a friend in Memphis to visit your wife, Chip. When I talk to your wife, you need to know she sounds really strong. She said she's doing good. I told you about her. She's way beyond the intelligence level of any, training programs they have in prison. She's electrical engineer, and she could probably teach the instructor some things. So at the same time, she seemed in really good spirits. But you mentioned, I mentioned to her, hey, Mike might have a cousin that can come visit you. And her response was, well, she might have to go through another strip search to get visited, and she didn't really feel like she knew your cousin all that well, and so she wasn't really interested in that. She said it was good, and I told her that you loved her, and I made it clear that the enemy wants to get you two separated. I've seen this happen with a lot of political prisoner couples. They want you guys to get in a fight to even further, drive a wedge between you, and the enemy is the devil, and the devil wants to tear you guys up. But anyway, going back to her visit, she said she didn't want to be strip searched, and she felt she might have to go through that, and it wouldn't be worth it to visit, your cousin. So just FYI on that. I did. Let's see. Mary Lou, also known as Mel, seems to be very helpful, and hopefully you're talking to her. And that's about it, I think. Is there anything? Oh, she is in a medium security camp. You asked if she was in the camp or the medium security. I did learn she was in medium security, and kind of surprised by that because she's obviously not a flight risk. But maybe that will change at some point in the future. She did finally get this chance to speak to her caseworker. And so, but she said that she didn't get very much time with her. And, I gather that the caseworker just doesn't care, and a typical government worker who doesn't really care or do a lot of things.
Did she say whether she created an affidavit? Because I never got it.
She did say, I told her to mail the affidavit to me, and I would mail it to you, and she said that they told her that she cannot send anything to you through me because it would be, prisoners communicating with one another, and that was what she said, and I don't know what the alternative is, because she can't mail you directly.
So let me get this straight. You're saying that she's been told that she has no right to communicate with me?
I can read you the exact wording. Give me just a second. But yeah, that's pretty much effectively it. I can bring up the exact email. Give me just a second. But yeah, that's pretty much what she was told, I think. Let me read it to you.
That's not legal. But here's the thing: her sending you an affidavit, which should be a public record anyway, and you sending it to me, it's all public domain. Yeah,
I understand. I think I'm totally in agreement with you.
An affidavit is not a letter to me.
Right. That's absolutely true. Absolutely. Let me find the Patricia Parsons.
Did she say that she actually filed? I'm concerned that she didn't even file the dang petition that I created back on the 19th when she told me she went down to the court and filed it. I'm wondering if she even filed the thing.
I know she was doing the best she could, Mike. She was living in a situation without you, and I sound like the house was falling down around her.
Yeah, I know that, but in order for her to stay free, she needed to file the petition. Does she not want to be free? Does she want to be in prison? Is that the thing? That's what I'm getting, is that she would rather be in prison than be free.
Well, I don't know if I'd interpret it like that, Mike, but that's I don't know all the details. So you're asking me questions that I simply don't have the details on. I don't know if she filed the petition.
Right.
I don't know if she did or she didn't. But I can tell you that I've seen many a situation where husbands go into prison and the wives are left as targets for these devils. And and without you to protect her, and without you to and she's trying not to upset you on the phone. And she's doing her best to maintain the home and everything else. So I have a lot of sympathy for her. Here, I found the email. It says, "Hey Rudy, I tried to call Mel last night, and it said that I could not make the call at this time. The number was on my approved list, so I wanted to verify." So she verified the number. Also, I was told I could get in trouble if I send Mike mail via others until I get approved by my counselor, who I have not seen yet. That came in on 2 days ago. Because I was asking her to mail me the affidavit, and that was her response. You got to understand, Mike, the devil's on the outside. They are attacking her. They are trying to plant doubts in her mind about how much she loves you, and and whether I guarantee you that's what's going on. And just be aware that she's under a lot of stress. I know you know that already, but I don't know what's going on. I wish I could answer some of these questions about did she file the petition, did she not file the petition. I have no idea.
Sure. Well, if you got the ability to send her an email and ask if she actually filed a petition, because Mary said she tried to look it up on Pacer and the different online resources that show the court filings. She said she can't do anything about Pat in the system.
Okay, yeah, I got the case number. Pat Parsons, your wife, gave me the case number. I looked it up on Pacer, and I printed off the docket, and the docket is in the mail. It'll go out today. I get. Keep in mind, I'm not a legal guy, and I don't even know how to understand all this legal crap. But I understand what a docket is, and a docket has a list of all the files. And so I printed off the list of files that are under her case number, and that list of files is headed to you in the mail.
Okay. All right. Coming here, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Now I could probably read you some of the dockets, right now if you want. Just give you a sampling.
Do you have the docket number?
I have the case number. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, all right, give me just a second. Let's see. Okay, it's 2:17-CR-20243-SHL.
All right.
And I got this docket for her case has 31 files, and I could start reading you just examples if you want me to start reading them real quick.
Do you have one? Look at the dates on them. Do you have one filed on the somewhere around the 16th through the 20th
of 2018? Yeah, I got the only thing that was filed in 2018. It says motion for miscellaneous relief.
Okay, what day was it filed on?
It says filed and entered on 1/15/2018. And it says terminated on 1/16/2018.
It was filed on 1/15?
That's what it says on the Pacer, yeah.
Okay, that's probably the one I mailed to her.
That's docket number. That's docket number 26. So when you get the mail, it'll be number 26.
And it's for a motion for miscellaneous release?
Relief. RELIEF. Relief.
Relief. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the one I mailed. So they don't show the one that she said she filed. Okay. And you said that she had emailed you the one that she was supposedly filing, right?
Yeah, email me. The petition. Hold on. I remember something about a petition, but I didn't know if it was your petition or her petition. I'm not really the legal guy, but hold on just one second.
It's my petition for her. I sent it to Judge Littman.
Okay, Michael Parsons. I have a folder called petition, and I have a PDF file called petition updated. She sent me one that was old, and then she sent me one that was updated. It's called Petitioner by Special Appearance Only, Ambassador Michael Parsons of a Sovereign Tilshikuot Nation. And I did mail that to you, but it probably went to the old address.
1 minute remaining.
Yeah. If you can mail me a copy of that at some point, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I can do that.
And if you have I can't talk to Mary because her number is
Mary told me she got the number fixed. I think, You might try again. Oh, it might have been another prisoner. Mary communicates with several prisoners, but Mary did text me today and say the number should be fixed, but it might not be for you. I think it was for another guy. But anyway, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's not for me yet. So if you can let her know that anything that she was going to send to me at the other place, if she can send it here, let her know I'm here now.
Okay. Yep. I think she understands you were moved, but I'll make sure.
I appreciate it.
We pray for you, Mike. I think the only way, we got to look to God Almighty that's going to work a mighty miracle, and we got to, I understand your point, we got to act. We can't just sit on our duff and expect things to happen, but we are going to be doing the best that we can, and we are going to believe in the Lord to work a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, Moses didn't get everybody out of Egypt without them standing up and walking out.
I understand. So. I understand. All right, it cut him off. Oh, this guy's been through hell.